Hey everybody, it's Andy here, aka Montolio. We are back for round 5 of the Vintage Challenge. We're playing Dredge today, and we have main deck ley lines. Let's see. This looks like a great hand. Wow. Our opponent is playing 4-color Tinker. It's like half Tinker, Citadel, half Underworld Breach. So this hand is really nice. We're going to keep that. Nice that we have the ley line and the force of will here in addition to a dredger. So I'm extremely pleased with this hand. And of course, your opponents do not expect you to have a ley line in the main. It is very, very strong. Um, can't do it all. Can't do it all. Next turn, we'll grief. Interesting to see if they force here. I will let a force resolve. I do find it interesting that they're countering this. I do think that I just have to let it go. And we have our own force of will. And next turn, I'm just going to slow dredge. And then I'm going to grief. So if I do actually have to pitch my force of will here, so be it. Saga, okay. Top is fine. Okay. So I'm going to do a slow dredge here. Hopefully we hit. I think I'm going to use the shell. The problem with this is it takes me off force of will. I kind of screwed that up a little bit. I'm going to double down and play the original line I thought I was, and I probably will just not Bazaar here. They have no mana. Okay, going to take the Demonic Tutor. I'm going to see what they do here, and probably end of turn, I'm going to start churning. I think that's the correct line, because if they run into a Black Lotus here, I'll be feeling pretty sorry for myself. And we do need to get going here, because it's very likely we're going to be Pithing Needled. Their last list on MTG Goldfish did not have a main deck Pithing Needle. Not to say that they don't. See if they found a land here. Ha, Mana Crypt, that's funny. They can't. I'm not giving them that. No way. Hopefully they didn't find a Force of Will here. That would be really bad for me. All right, let's go. Okay, pretty good. Okay, they've conceded. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, what do we want to do here? So I think that my opponent has a whole bunch of options here. I still think Chalice is reasonable. There's just too much to really bring in here, and I know that for a fact, but we're going to see. We're going to parse through it, see what we can do. Like, how badly do we want things? Like, I think bridges are something that we can reasonably cut. I also think, like, the question is, do we want Leyline? I think that is the big question that we have to ask ourselves here about Breach. That, like, they have a significant portion of their deck set to Breach. Like, I think I'm probably okay with something like this. Like, they saw the ley line there, and they know that they probably know I know their Breach. Maybe I just bring in a couple ley lines. Just cheat a little bit like that. I think I like this. I don't think Chalice is great on the draw, but it could be. I'm going to double down. Chalice on the play for sure. I do like the mind break traps on the draw. Like, if my opponent goes into full Tinker mode, like, it's nice to have the traps. In addition, if they combo me off, like, it's still very strong. So, is it stronger than a ley line? I don't know. It's close. Okay, can't keep that one. Oh dear. Put the powder on there. All right. Guess we're going real deep into the library here, guys. Put that back. I'm not sure if I'm down. I'm down to 2 cards. Okay. Call me crazy. I know. It may buy me time to get going here. Like, if they drop a Pithing Needle down on turn 1, obviously it's really bad for me, but there's not much I can do about that. Yep, they got a Needle. Okay. That's one of the problems when you play Dredge, guys. Like, that type of stuff happens. You mulligan really low sometimes, and despite it a very low percentage that it happens, it does happen. Okay, so let's see what my opponent's got here. Force of Vigor's a nice one. Unfortunately, we might be dead before we're able to deploy it, but let's see. I got a Hull Breacher, yeah. Hull Breacher I cannot beat main deck. I think that pretty much kills me. I still don't think I'm going to play to the Hull Breacher. I mean, the Hull Breacher's a nice card for sure, but I don't think they run many of them. I think they have one. My bad. They actually run 3 of them. I think I probably want something like this. Like, do I want the contagions? That's the question. I mean, Hull Breacher is vicious against Dredge if you don't get it going. But I think on the play, I just want to utilize my plan. Let's try this, guys. Just hope for a good hand. Okay, I'm going to powder that one away. Yep, very, very reasonable. Excuse me. Let's see if this resolves. See what we're dealing with here. Yep. Double needle. That's pretty nasty. Tinker too, eh? I mean, I think we have to take the Mana Crypt here. And I think, like, it's going to be awkward. Now I'm going to Bazaar. We hit a Vigor. Ooh, that's nasty, guys. All right. That is nasty. If they don't draw a Force here, we're going to be, like, if they go Urza Saga into Needle, it's really good for me. We have a good chance of winning here, guys. They did play the Tarn, which is the right play. I am going to hit the Needle here, though, regardless. I'm going to try and spur myself ahead and just end them. They could be looking at a Tinker next turn, but if they find a Mox or something like that. But let's see what happens. Like, I don't want to be too overzealous here. Do I do it here? I can take their Saga away potentially next turn. I think I just got to go for it, though, guys. It's a little risky. Like, they drew a card there. I think I just got to go for it here. Yep. Have to slow dredge it here. Hope we hit another dredger. We did, thank goodness. Now I have that in my hand. I think I just go again. Yeah, let's go. We didn't hit, funny enough. Okay. I mean, we did hit, but we didn't hit as deeply as I would have liked there. All right, let's do some damage. I did not. Okay, that was not ideal, guys. We lost our bazaar. We're going to get needled here, and they're going to play a saga, and we could get tinkered. So that was the risk in taking the line we did. We didn't hit nearly as much as I would have liked. And if they are able to actually walk into a tinker here in the next 2 turns, we could lose this game. The good news is we have a bunch of Icarids coming through, and that Creeping Chill could finish this. I don't dislike our position here. I mean, we took a greedy line, killing that first needle, knowing that we were going to be handcuffed somewhat the next turn. I had hoped that we were going to hit a little stronger on our actual turn last turn, but we've set ourselves up in a nice position here. So if we are left unaccosted here, like if my opponent needles us and passes, we are going to be able to hit with 3 Icarids, right? And that's 9 damage, 12, 13, 14, and a Creeping Chill will kill them. We've got 23 cards left. And how many chills have we gone through here? Okay, they tapped their blue mana. That's good. We've gone through 2 chills. How many are in my graveyard? 1. Okay, so we have 1 chill left. Okay, so they did actually find an answer here in Tabby. Get rid of a grief. And I think we're going to get rid of a shell. We should have enough to fuel this here. Another grief. And let's go. And we have them dead next turn. So let's see what happens. Not going to be easy for them, but we'll see. If they're able to tinker it, they'll get out of it. But I don't think that's a high probability that they can do that, but perhaps. Okay, there's their saga. Let's see what they can do here. And we're going to go for that chill, right? Well, they've just conceded. Let's see if we would have drawn it. No, we're not going to get to see the next 2 cards. My opponent's left the match. Regardless, 4-1. I think we're 1 win away from a top 8 here. I do believe we're probably going to have to win out, unless this is a 5-round tournament for some reason. There's 56 in the tournament. I believe that's a 6-rounder off the top of my head, but I'm not 100% sure. But because we lost round 1, we're probably going to have a hard time getting in at 4-2, but you never know. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments, and we're going to see you guys next round.